Welcome back, guys. So today I'm so excited to talk about the new LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar 2019, and this is my first Advent calendar for any LEGO, and I'm really excited to get this one because I thought this one, I'm mixed on parts of it, but I do enjoy the fact that this is my first Advent calendar because I really love Star Wars, especially, of course. But I'm going to show you guys every single gift inside of here. There's 24 gifts, as it says up here. And I'm going to not do them in the order that they were done in the box, which is like they have them all in different order, like for each number. And I'm going to just do it like from vehicles first to then minifigures. So without further ado, let's get started. So one of the gifts is the Hoth, like part of a Hoth base, where it's got the shooting mechanism that's on the outskirts of Hoth, like on the outside of the base. Pretty cool little tiny build. I didn't mind this one much. Now here's where I'm blanking on the names. This one, I don't remember the exact name for this in the movies, but I really love this design for this Imperial ship. It's really cool. I wish I just knew the name for it. Now here is this cool little turret. Like, I do like this design. I think this is cool with these 1x2 pieces just pushed here, so like they're just covering this so like it can move, and I thought that was really cool design. I really do like this one. Now here is Oct 2, and this is a really cool little design for the place that Luke was in The Last Jedi. I really like this design, even though the back is just kind of like nothing. I do like the front with what little use they can use with these little pieces, since these are such small builds. Now this one I really like. This is the Cloud City twin cars. Forgot exactly what the name of it is in the movie, but I really like this design. This is such a cool little design for what it's used for, the little pieces. Now I believe this one is the Quad Jumper, which is from The Force Awakens, and this design's okay. It kind of looks like the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, but I mean that's what it looked like in Force Awakens anyways, but just reminds me of that. It's an okay little design. Now here is a battle droid, like a battle droid vehicle from Episode 1 that contains all the battle droids that are used during that final battle on Naboo, whenever like they all come out of this big thing that this is called. I really like this design, and I like how it's got the hatch, because in the movie the hatch does open up, which I thought was really cool. So it's like the hatch opens and closes. Again, pretty cool, solid little design. Now here's Kylo Ren's shuttle, and I think this is an okay little design. I like this one too. Again, simple but kind of effective build. Now this might be my favorite out of all of the little mini skill builds, where this is an X-Wing, which really I think does a cool job with this design. This looks very cool. I really just love everything about this one. This is a really cool, solid little design. Now this one I forgot what the name is, but it looks like I think maybe the Clone Wars style-ish vehicle, and I forgot what the name is, but I do like this design. This one's pretty cool. Again, it looks good for all the pieces for a small build. And here is the Resistance Transporter, which looks okay. I think it looks kind of cool. Like it's the one that like Princess Leia comes out of in The Force Awakens whenever she's introduced into the movie. This one's solid. Now here is a droid escape pod, and this one is a okay design. Like, it's kind of cool for what little it has. Here's a mini turret, which is a gift on its own, and this one I think is a cool little build. Like, it moves. Like, I think that's kind of cool. Now here is a little mouse droid, which I think is an okay design. I think there's a different design in that Luke and Leia set that just came out with them on the Death Star, but this design I think is kind of cool for little pieces it uses. It kind of does look like a mouse. Now I really like this design. This is a Minoc from Empire Strikes Back. I really think that's just a cool little design. I like the wings. The wings are very cool, and I just like this one a lot. Now this design is really creative. It's a Gonk droid, but it is wrapped in a Christmas present. Like, it is a Christmas present Gonk droid. So I really like that they just did the Gonk droid, but they just made him a Christmas present with colors red and green. That's so cool. And I really just like how cute it is. It's a cute little design. Now onto the minifigures, which I'm so excited to talk about because this is a Resistance fighter. I like this design. I haven't had one like this before. I do like the helmet. The helmet is very cool. He also has a front facial feature and a back facial feature of him looking all worried. Now here's a First Order Trooper, which is the second one now I own. And the First Order Trooper isn't a lot of sets, but it's cool to have another one, I guess. Like usual, he's got the angry face of a clone, even though he's not a clone. Now, here's a Death Star worker, and this one's cool because this is the first one I have. I have not owned one before, so I really like this helmet. That's a very cool helmet, and his face right there, normal, and he doesn't have a back print. And here's a Rebel with this cool helmet. I really like the helmet a lot, and he's got a cool shirt print, and his face, front right here, he looks angry, and then in this, he looks more content. Now here's a battle droid, which, like the clone troopers, I always am fine getting more of these. I really think they're cool to have in hordes. So I like this one. It's just nothing new to say. It's just this typical clone trooper. Now here we have Chewie, and this is my first Chewie figure that is from the new wave of like Force Awakens, new trilogy figure. I have an older version of him where he's not colorized and he doesn't have like a lot of facial print, but this one I think is really cool, and I really like just how cool it is. It's just a cool way of having Chewbacca again. And he's got a drumstick, and he's got a fire pit. I think that works really well. Now, here's a figure I really wanted, the Luke figure. Like, this is one I wanted the most. He's got a new body suit. He doesn't have the same one as he did on the Act 2 set, which I still don't own, but I want to get. But this is my first Old Man Luke figure I've gotten. Kind of has a back design, and his face right here, and then opposite face, he looks kind of angry. Now here's the best figure, and we got, just like in the Act 2 set, we got a Porg already, but this is a Christmas Porg. It's so adorable. I love it. I love how cool it is. I love the Porg little figure, and he's got the Santa hat, which actually can fit on other figures, I think, that are actual minifigures. I think that's great, and he comes with this star as well. So this is my favorite figure because I think it's so adorable. It's so funny. Really my favorite one out of all of them. Alright guys, so we're back to the mat where I've got all of the figures and everything else just sat together on this board that comes with it. So I think that this is a really cool board layout, and I really liked just this. Since this is my first advent calendar, I did like it a lot, but I feel like if I've got a lot more of them, I would have felt more not as enjoyed by it, because this is one of those things where they're going to charge you a lot to give you a lot of minifigures that are in other stuff but have new face designs or new clothes designs. So they try to find a way to get you to buy this, and they did for me, because the Christmas Porg is so adorable, and I really like that. And I really like the Luke figure with his new outfit, and I like having a Chewie that I haven't got one yet from the Force Awakens Last Jedi sets at all. And I really like the Minoc. And I liked having like the battle droid and the trooper, like all the stuff that, even though they're in other sets, it's cool getting them here. And some of the weapon builds are cool, and vehicles builds are cool, especially the X-Wing. But a lot of them are just kind of okay, so it's kind of a mixed bag. So despite that, I still like this for exclusivity, like with exclusive outfits and stuff, but it's not like something that I feel like everybody will immediately go out and buy with this advent calendar. But for me, I enjoyed this one. I thought it was cool. And I did enjoy it overall, so despite having mixed feelings like with some of the builds, but some of the builds are really cute and awesome. So that is my thoughts on the LEGO Star Wars 2019 Advent Calendar, and thank you guys so much for watching.